Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. The Australian dollar continues on its downward path, with the RSI and the MACD marrying up should also put further pressure into the current pattern. It is assessed that the market will take the challenge now to 72.80, and if it breaks this level, the next view point or support is at 72.30-35. Markets turned somewhat negative after the release of the employment number, which fell more than expected in August. The number of people employed in Australia slumped by 146,000 in August due to the several coronavirus lockdowns across the country. However, the Australian Bureau of Statistics said that the unemployment rate eased to 4.5 from 4.6 as a result of the participation rate of those in work or seeking employment falling to 65.2% from 66%. Any advances should find the resistance around 73.55, a bit of a tough level to crack as the RSI still weighing on the market. So I feel the bearish sentiment should continue into the European session. The euro remains relatively heavy as it now tackles the level of 117.60. We're getting quite close there, 65 being the low, and all eyes on the US dollar index. We need to see a close above 92.85 and therefore would reinstate the bullish sentiment for the dollar up to a target around 93.60 and therefore could see the euro plummet down towards 116.75 and reassess from there. Dollar yen took a stab to the downside overnight and still remains somewhat heavy, with the focus still towards 108.70-75. With the pattern still holding negative, should soon see this target reached and reassess from there. The pound somewhat heavy as the RSI is breaking down, but the MACD is still a little bit cautious on the bearish case. Nevertheless, we see a break of 137.80, then that would reinstate a further downside bearish case to 137.30. That would mean that sterling yen potential to the downside will negate this hammer here. That is support by more to the bear case, but more to the fact this outside range day does enforce a further downward projection towards 150.40 and reassess from there. Technically, though, the market is still somewhat heavy. Finishing off with gold, well, the market is breaking down further since that brief look on the top side and failed to support this bullish outside range day. And now with the risk of looking for a challenge down to 1770. Reassess from there. Do note there's stops building underneath this level most probably, and therefore could see a drop down to 1748 as highlighted. Technically, we are getting heavier to the bearish case. And finishing up with oil, but I am neutral now because we've reached its objective. That was from a break of 70.20, gave me a target of 72 cents. We clearly got there after printing an intraday high of 72.84. I'd rather sit back and reevaluate the situation as we are overbought, but the trend is still somewhat bullish. But nevertheless, I still feel the market may tackle this top side due to the uncertainty to the Gulf of Mexico's production remaining shut. That wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the interest report. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day.